What is up, guys? It is Baker from Baker Boxing. What boxing have we got on next weekend? We are currently in the final week of May in 2026. And I'm telling you now, there is a lot of boxing on over the next weekend. We're bringing this video series, or reoccurrence, so to speak, to a long-form platform. Recording it in a long-form way because then I can give you a bit more insight as to, the fighters who are fighting, a little bit more time taken rather than rushing through for the video that I will continue to do and do every single Friday to make sure nobody misses a boxing fight. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, whether you're a pure boxing fan or whether you are just a casual fan, then hit that subscribe button and let's go. Now, starting off on Friday, we have got one fight in Britain and one in Uzbekistan. So we'll start with the one that is in Great Britain. It is actually in London, and I believe it is an MF Pro bout. It is between Charlie Edwards and Sikho, and I'm going to pronounce this wrong, I can guarantee it. I think it's pronounced Sikho Nqothole. I think that's as close as you're going to get from me on that one. But anyway, this one, final eliminator for the IBF Super Flyweight Championship of the world. Charlie Edwards trying to capture gold, again obviously being a former world champion himself and also the brother of Sonny Edwards, who retired about a year or so ago now. Now the fight is available on DAZN in the UK and also in the USA, so I would definitely be purchasing DAZN. So many fights. It's basically the home of boxing. Most of the big promoters are with DAZN now. Let me know in the comments whether you like them or not. I know that there's a bit of stigma around DAZN, especially when it comes to cancellations and all that kind of stuff. But for me, it is more than value for money, and especially on The Ultimate Plan. And I ain't even sponsored by DAZN. But if you want to actually sponsor me, DAZN, send me across that link. Anyway, the broadcast start time for this one on DAZN, you're looking at 7 PM. That is according to Box Live. So again, as I said at the beginning of this video, we will do a video closer to the time when DAZN release their timings so that we 100% know. It's almost guaranteed, with it being an MF Pro event, that it will be on at 7 PM in the UK in terms of the broadcast start time, so just before the undercard starts. If you are in the United States and you're looking at 2 PM Eastern and 11 AM if you are Pacific US. In terms of the ring walks for this one, again, closest to the time, I will let you know 100%, but you're looking at 10 PM UK, which means 5 PM Eastern US, and 3 PM if you are Pacific US. Both guys with a very, very similar record. Charlie Edwards, 21-2-0. Nqothole, 21-3-0. So this one should be a very, very good fight, and we could end up seeing the net fighter who wins this one in a World Championship fight very, very soon, if not in their next fight, maybe by the beginning to mid-2027. Let me know in the comments who will win this one. Is it going to be Charlie Edwards or is it going to be Sikho Nqothole? And then the second fight I was talking about on Friday, the one in Uzbekistan. Not as glamorous as the last one, not a final eliminator, just a 10-round featherweight fight between Robeisy, Ramirez and Asror Vokhidov. They're really trying to catch me out this week, boxers, with their names. I'm telling you that now. Now, there is no broadcaster for this fight, but 10 PM is the ring walk time if you can find a stream for it. That is in the United Kingdom. 5 PM Eastern, 3 PM Pacific. We will now move over to Saturday, and it is absolutely jam-packed with boxing. One of the most active weekends I've seen in a long time in boxing on a Saturday. I think there's 8 fights. I might have counted them wrong, but I'm sure that there is 8 fights. We'll go on to the first one now. So the first fight we have got is Dmitry Bivol, the light heavyweight king. He is back in action. He's actually fighting in his home country of Russia, and he is taking on Michael Eifert. It is a 12-round fight because it is for the WBA, IBF, and the Ring Magazine World Championships. The WBO refused to sanction this fight because of the location, which is fair play to them, sticking to their guns with the state of play of Russia and all of that shenanigans that is happening over there right now. Anyway, it's in Russia, as I said. It is also available on DAZN. Again, that's 2 fights already this weekend that are available on DAZN. It is not a pay-per-view, so it doesn't cost you anything more than just the subscription for DAZN. You know, this fight alone, or watching Dmitry Bivol, might even just be worth a free trial if you wanted to sign up for a free trial for it, which I do believe you can get for 7 days. The broadcast start time, rumoured to be 5 PM. It seems early. I'll obviously update you closer to the time once DAZN release the broadcast start time officially. But yeah, 5 PM UK time. I won't go into the USA's times because you can just do the maths now. UK ring walk times for this one. On DAZN, 9 PM is the estimate. That is early on in the week. So, again, Friday's short form video will have the actual ring walk time on it. If not, Saturday, if it takes DAZN that long. Let me know in the comments, do you think Dmitry Bivol is going to absolutely walk over Eifert? Or do you think, given that Eifert's got a very, very similar winning record, not as many wins as Dmitry Bivol, but the same amount of losses, do you think he could be a little bit of a handful, especially given Dmitry Bivol has been out of the ring for quite some time? Obviously, last time he stepped into the ring was that second fight with Artur Beterbiev, which again, it was a long time ago, although it only feels like 5 minutes ago. But yeah, let me know in the comments, how will Bivol get on in this one? We then bring it back to the United Kingdom, to the promised land, so to speak, and I am biased because I am from here, where we have got one of the UK's biggest prospects, one of the UK's future world champions in Adam Azim, where he is taking on Steve Claggett in a 12-round super lightweight fight in Wembley in the UK, not Wembley Stadium, Wembley, the actual place within London. Now, the actual broadcast for it is available on BBC iPlayer or BBC Two. The BBC Two broadcast will start at 8:30 PM in the United Kingdom. I do believe that the BBC iPlayer start time will be around about 6 or 7 o'clock. Don't do the stupid hand gesture. The ring walk times for this one, 9:30 PM in the United Kingdom. If you can find a broadcaster for it in the USA or worldwide, I suppose, I would bet it will be on DAZN, given that you can't get BBC Two or BBC iPlayer abroad. So I think it may be on DAZN worldwide. I will confirm closer to the time. But yeah, just they will be the broadcast start times and the ring walk times. 9:30 in the UK for the ring walks, 4:30 Eastern US and 1:30 Pacific US. Let me know how you think Adam Azim is going to get on in this one. Is he going to look spectacular, or could this be a little bit of a banana skin? We have then got another untelevised event. As it stands, could change closer to the time, but we will see. Lerena, former Daniel Dubois opponent, taking on Ryad Merhy. It is a rematch from their first fight. It is a 12-round bridgeweight contest and is for the WBC Bridgeweight Championship of the World, which I do believe that Lerena currently holds. It is actually in Belgium, this one, so not somewhere we see fights happening so often. Again, no broadcaster for this one though. So the ring walk time's 10 PM in the UK, which means 5 PM Eastern, 2 PM Pacific, if you can find a broadcaster or if you can find a stream for it. We have then got another untelevised event in Europe. It is between Roman Fress and Tahir Kahrovic. I think that's how you pronounce it. 12-round cruiserweight contest. 10 PM is the ring walk time for this one in the United Kingdom, if you can find a broadcast. 5 PM Eastern, 2 PM Pacific. Let me know if you're even interested in this one in the comments. We have then got yet another final eliminator, this time for the WBC Flyweight Championship of the World, and it is between Francisco Rodriguez Jr. and Angelino Cordova. San Diego, USA is the location of this one. No broadcaster once again. A lot of that happening this weekend. Not sure why. It just is what it is. But if you can find a stream, looks like 4 AM early Sunday morning are the estimated ring walks, which means 11 PM Eastern and 8 PM if you are Pacific in the United States. Let me know if you're interested in this one, given that the winner will likely be fighting the WBC Flyweight Champion of the World, which is Ricardo Sandoval. It will be a very, very tough ask for both of these guys, in my opinion, to beat Sandoval. But yeah, let me know in the comments. Next up, we have got a broadcasted fight, and it is a World Championship fight for the WBC Super Featherweight Championship of the World. Very, very highly anticipated fight this. Shaki Foster versus Raymond Ford. These guys are some of the best boxers on the planet, especially within that sort of featherweight, super featherweight bantamweight, super bantamweight, them kind of lower weight classes. These guys could put on an absolute barn burner. Houston in USA is where it is actually taking place, this one. Again, available on DAZN, UK, US, basically worldwide. The broadcast start time, 1 AM early Sunday morning if you're in the United Kingdom. Ring what times if you are in the United Kingdom also. 4 AM early Sunday morning. O'Shaquie Foster is coming off of the win of his life against Stephen Fulton, a former top 10 pound-for-pound fighter. And Raymond Ford has not lost since that Nick Ball fight a couple of years ago. This could be fight of the weekend. Definitely don't miss it. Let me know who you think wins in the comments. We have then got a fight in the USA, again Fort Lauderdale, an 8-rounder, very, very strange for a main event, but it's a super lightweight fight between Gamboa and Espinoza. Gamboa, obviously one of the legends of the sport. If you can find a stream for it, or a broadcaster is announced, 4 AM early Sunday morning is the estimated ring walk time for this one. Let me know in the comments, are you actually interested in this? Or is Gamboa just a little bit too long in the tooth? And then to finish off the weekend, we have got one of the legends of boxing back in action. One of her last few fights, Amanda Serrano, is back against Hanson. She is defending her WBA and WBO featherweight championships in women's boxing in El Paso in the USA. The broadcast start time available on on Sky Sports Plus and in the USA on ESPN. 2 AM early Sunday morning, which means 9 PM Eastern US and 6 PM if you are Pacific US. In terms of the UK ring walk times, if you are interested in this one, and to be honest with you, I wouldn't miss it if it doesn't directly go up against the O'Shaquie Foster versus Raymond Ford fight, 4:15 AM early Sunday morning, which means 11:15 PM Eastern US and 8:15 PM if you are Pacific US. I want to know in the comments for this one. Obviously, it's a Jake Paul show. Is Jake Paul going to be there? Maybe turning the screw, maybe calling a few people out, maybe giving Usyk a little bit of a diss, stirring the pot over that Rico Verhoeven, well, catastrophe. Even though he won, it's still a catastrophe. Is he going to be there? And also, do you think, in terms of the fight that we've just been talking about, is Amanda Serrano going to maybe come unstuck here and potentially show her age, or is it going to be a dominating performance from one of the pound-for-pound goats of women's boxing? Let me know. But that is all of the boxing for this weekend. As I said, I'm going to start doing this every single week, so hopefully there won't be this many fights to run through every single week. As I said, the Saturday, 8 fights. 8 fights. I haven't seen that for at least a year and a half, 8 fights on a Saturday. A lot of them unbroadcasted as well. Very, very strange. But if this is interesting to you, and obviously the more long-form way of me going through it also interests you and you're liking it, hit that subscribe button so that you never miss a boxing fight. Leave all of the comments that I've asked for in the comment section, because engagement goes a long way. Like the video also, because, as I say, any engagement does really, really well at getting the channel pushed out. And the goal over here at Baker Boxing has always been to get more people watching the sport that we all love. The more of my videos get pushed out, the more like this that keep people informed, the better for the sport as a whole. But yeah, guys, let me know in the comments, what fights are you most looking forward to? And do you have any predictions at all? I've been Baker from Baker Boxing. Peace out.